developments in the case against a man accused of gunning down a brother and sister and then leading police on a chase before eventually surrendering. 10 News reporter Steve Fiorina was there for the emotional day in court for the family of the victims.
There is still a large memorial to the victims near where they died here 9 days ago. Friends and family continue to grieve for Alex Velarde and Arlene Uribe as the suspected gunman appeared before a judge. Felipe DeJesus Vega was brought to court in a wheelchair, his face visibly marked by scars from the fight with police the night of his arrest. He had been on the run for 4 days after the shooting deaths of Alex Velarde and his sister Arlene Uribe in Mountain View on November 8th. Vega was spotted a block away from the murder scene last Thursday night and led police on a 20-minute chase. He pulled into a parking lot after tossing a handgun from the car window, then began a 2-hour standoff. Vega finally came out of his old cutlass, scuffled with officers, and was shot once in the upper body after he reached for something in his waistband. The district attorney said the murder victims knew Vega well and tried to get away from him.
They were vulnerable, they knew the defendant, and they treated him as a family member for years. Days before the murder, a sequence of events unfolded that left the defendant angry because it affected him personally, and he couldn't let it go.
A family member told reporters that Vega was upset about a breakup with a relative of the two victims. Argumentative, volatile.
On the night of the two murders, when the sister had had enough of the defendant and wanted to leave, he wouldn't let her go. Her brother was called to the defendant's home to help her, and as she tried to leave and her brother protected her, the defendant pulled the trigger on a gun and shot her, and then shot her brother.
Vega then disappeared while the victim's family and friends held several candlelight vigils. Arlene and Alex's mother sobbed in court as the charges were read against Vega. 2 counts of first-degree murder with special circumstances, which could lead to a death penalty trial. He entered a not guilty plea. There is no bail. Steve Fiorina, 10 News.